All right, let's do this. We're gonna go at it. All right, welcome to Establish. I am your host, Rob D, and welcome to this episode, the second season, second episode of Established. Here we are going to talk about manifesting, uh, getting ready for 2025, and what I've done to use these glasses, to get glasses. And since the time that we spoke a couple of weeks ago, why is it that I have glasses now? And finally, what is it I'm drinking on this Stanley Cup from our courthouse where I currently am working? Been working for several years, and I will start with that. Um, I work for the Southern District of New York and a proud member of the staff, and I, a couple of months ago, became a deputy. Moved up in position after 20 years. I moved up and became a deputy. With that said, it was 20 years working in the courthouse, almost 20, 19 and a half now. And in the last year, 2024, uh, ending of 2023, beginning of 2024, I decided that I needed to move forward in my job. So I decided to act like I was going to move out by saying anybody that asked me any questions. I told them I was going. I was leaving. If you were close to me, I felt it. I had to say it to make it into existence. And I pooped a lot, and I did a lot of stuff because it was difficult, stressful, but I finally had the opportunity, and I will go over on how I was able to get to that opportunity. But before that, I'd like to take a sip of this beer. I'm drinking Modelo Lime, and I'm not sponsored, but damn, it tastes so good. Mm-mm-mm. And Modelo Lime, it's like my palate. Es una baba que me huevo. Modelo Lime, there's a new chelada, I guess, model that they're selling. So Modelo sells it by in pineapple, mango, and I don't know what else, but definitely the lime with salt is the one to go with. Una cerveza de esa, it gives you a good buzz. After the third one, you could drink two real quick at the beach, and if you're at the beach at a party, then the third one just coast and you'll be set. Just don't drive after because you'll be in deep trouble. With that said, it's a beautiful winter day in Seymour. So, with no further say, Blue, with no further say, vamos para adelante, vamos para mambo. After these quick messages, which I'm going to work on getting the intro right. But right now, have a good one. I'm going to see you about 30 seconds from now. I'm just going to sip on my beer while this goes on a commercial break. All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the Established podcast. First, the Established podcast is on YouTube, and of course, I'm going to put some stuff on Instagram. My Instagram account will be more like shorts. YouTube is where you get the whole video and see everything, as you will see in this video. It's going to be a joyous year, season. A lot of good things, positive things, and then warnings so that you don't fall into traps, right? That's what we don't want to do, fall into traps. I'm going to start with how did I get my job and what was the first thing I did. So, the first thing I did was manifest. And I've spoken about this before, but I never went into details on how manifesting works. Manifesting is not where you just say one day I want to become a freaking president, and then the next day, you're president. It doesn't work that way. You got to put in the hard work. So hard work and dedications leads to manifesting anything. You just have to believe and make yourself into that because there's pains and glory that comes with being that person that you want to become. So once you become that person, then there's a lot of things that you're going to learn that wasn't as nice or wonderful that you thought that were, but really that was just a thought. So when you live it, when you act like you're doing it, you're gonna live it, you're gonna feel it, and that's gonna come, and the vibrations will come, and your frequency will make it come true. And when I mean frequency, is because everything on my for me, I believe that there's a vibe that you got to give yourself so that you can be able to achieve any goal. My goal at the beginning of last year, like I began, was to be anything but a pro se clerk. Leave the clerk's office and give myself an opportunity to do a job anywhere else, just because I felt unappreciated. I felt used. I felt like I already had run my time at the job where I was doing, and I couldn't learn anymore. So I was stagnant, and I didn't feel like I was going to grow. So I decided I need to move out. And the entire year, from January all the way through July, I just kept saying, "Yeah, I'm gone in September. Whether I get the job or not, I have to quit. Whatever I have to do, I can't be here. You got to take chances in life. You got to really believe that if you can't achieve the goal, you're just going to quit and do something else. But what you're doing currently has to stop." So I kept saying that. Uh, we went through a lot of ups and downs throughout the beginning of the year in January. Um, uh, God willing, my tenant found a house, well, bought a house, and he moved out. Him, Sonny, and Drew moved out. So it was a blessing. It was great, but it put me in a trap, and it wasn't bad. But you have to remodel the apartment, and you have to fix, and then you have to get tenants. So that's an ordeal that you don't want to go through. It took me several months. You lose money when that happens, but there's a fly that wants to chill in this episode. So I don't know why. I don't have flies here, but today I do. Um, but there's that you lose money, and I found my tenant, which is my brother. Blessed, I was lucky, uh, because it's better to most of the time have family. And this flies when Malokoma, I'll have supper or dinner because he's gonna get in my mouth. I hope he does it on live TV. Well, while I'm recording because it's gonna be beautiful. Uh, yeah. So he moved in, and now I live with my brother. He moved in, so my brother moved in. The house I didn't have a tenant. It cost me a couple of $1,000s to get that done. Um, right before that, in November, my boiler went down. My tenant had to spend entire almost quarter of the winter, freezing cold. Had to spend money in that. So I started off January 2024 rough. I was like, this is going to be a tough year. Might as well spin some stuff around, give myself an opportunity to do something else. And I did. And it came through belief that I was going to move, and no matter what happened, it was going to be a good year. I started off, uh, bumpy. I didn't. I thought I was manifesting, but I wasn't. I was just enjoying life. But after, I would say, May, it kind of clicked in, and I disappeared. And family members know I kind of disappeared. I had to disappear. I had to do something different because it was time. It was my time. It's my time. It's my time now. So I disappeared and I started working on myself differently. The podcast, I tried to continue the podcast, but I forgot and lost my YouTube channel password. So my phone broke down. I had to buy a new phone. Everything was in it. Lost all the information. Now we have this new established podcast, which the old one would be, like I said, and entered into this podcast, but I lost a lot of information, but that's just how life is. Sometimes you got to change. Um, so that led to me rebuilding, buying a new phone, doing different, and the way it came up that I got the new opportunity to get a job. I was on vacation. I took a vacation. I went on vacation in July, and my friend Chris, I came back after vacation. He said, "Did you post? Did you see the post for a job posting?" And I said, nah, I was on vacation." He's like, "Why don't you apply?" I was like, "I don't even have my resume ready. Have nothing ready." He said, "If you really want it, this is the opportunity. You should go for it." So I said, "You know what? I've been manifesting, right? I've been working hard for this, and this is the time." So I was like, already, so I'm supposed to leave. This is it. This is the way. And I created a crappy ass resume. I could tell you that it wasn't the best resume with a lot of mistakes. I did not have the best cover letter, but I did it. I submitted everything late, a day late, But when the time is for you, time is for you. There's something called frequency. If you put yourself in the right predicament, 432, right? You got your right vibe. You're positive. You stay positive. Things happen. Good things happen. So I was like, it's okay if I don't get, but at least we trying. Well, they called me back. They said the posting has ended. You submitted it late, but we're gonna reopen the posting. Apply again. And I did that. I tried to fix mend as much as I could on my resume and on my cover letter, and I submitted it with all the mistakes that it had because I was I only did it within 24 hours. I submitted the best that I had. Went on the interview, got the job. Then as late, that got the job like probably early August. By mid August, I already knew I had the job. I was gonna start working, but I was on vacation because I wasn't. Even though you're manifesting, you're not really. You're trying to take. My thought was because I'm going to quit anyway. Might as well take as many vacation days as possible. Because if I'm not going to make it, might as well leave and then start from scratch. But I'm not losing my vacation days because you don't get those back and you don't get paid for those. But what it was, I it manifested in September. I got a job working with my judge, and I got lucky. I got lucky and appreciate and you think that time and you don't live life is short but you don't live eternity, right? You're not going to live forever. So with that said, you got to do what you can now that you're able to, now that you can move, because as you get older you probably won't even make it. Just plan ahead, manifest. If it happens it happens, but the idea is that the plans and the goals that you have in mind, you will achieve them. And if you don't make it during at least you tried. You always got to try, and you should never be happy, and you should never feel relieved that you're done. Complacency is the death of everyone. You got to just keep hustling. Find something new to do. And that's what I did. I went harder on my podcast. Hector, who you might see is over there. He's on the mic. Hector came about, and he's part of my team now. You can go to Hector's Travel, and you can see that he has a bunch of travel adventures, and he has fun with his friends. And I kind of vicariously live through him because he takes photos and is like a random guy that he's camping. He loves camping. I'm not a camper. I hate camping. He does a bunch of stuff that I wouldn't do. And then we have the this channel, you know, and it's because the journey that I'm going through isn't as easy. So I feel like I have to document it so that maybe when I get older, I could watch back and be like, "Damn it, man, that was tough." If I make it, right? I only can make. I only give myself out 75 years. So I think that's 75 years is good, and 75 years with this drink it will be even more fascinating. Mm? SMR right there for you. It's good. It's a good drink. Well, with that said, so then I made one dream come true. I manifested my new job. I survived the turbulence of a new year. Now I'm heading to 2025, and I want now to manifest something new. And I want to share this manifest. They say don't share, don't speak of it, don't. It won't come to fruition. But you know what? I believe in it hard. I believe that I will get this, and I will work twice as hard and more diligent and start strong on day one of January 2025. And that will be because I want to buy a new home, a commercial space, with residential commercial space. I've been looking at this for 5 months, 6 months already, and I've been saving. I've been watching, and I've been my credit's shitty. Kakadookies. I propose it for you, but I'll make it work. I'm gonna work on that because I've been paying off my debt for about 10 years, 15 years. But I will finish paying one of my worst debts, and once I pay that debt, it's all living. During this whole manifesting year, my son graduated. Robbie graduated from his HVAC. He lives with me now. At the same time, the house is getting crowded. It's good. It's a good experience. Relationship wise, I feel good. think I'm doing okay. It's up, it's difficult to be with a guy that I would blame myself always. So it's difficult for a guy that's always manifesting or trying to do something different and is never satisfied with his life. So, and it's not because I'm not satisfied. It's just that I feel like I have so much potential that I should reach and meet them all, right? So the other thing would be just surviving the rest of the year. So we're mid-December, and now we're getting ready to enter January, and we're going to January by cutting down our debt, making sure that we don't spend money on crazy stuff, make sure we save money for this new venture, and how we want to do this. So if we want at one, look at the fly, how it comes and goes. Mamau. The first thing I need to do is be open minded. Wherever I find this place, I will move to that space, and I don't care where. It doesn't matter if it's a block away, if it's 20,000 miles. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to get this place. Second, you you you. If you've been saving, if you work, I have money in my TSP. I have money in some savings account. I have money even on some investments I made. Uh, and all that is gonna help me purchase this house. And then finally, if I could borrow some money from somebody from something, I'll do it because you gotta put yourself in a tough predicament. You make money and you gotta spend money, and that's how it is. You fix this house. I'm gonna fix this house as much as I can, and the idea is to grow, painstakingly grow. Uh, that's how it is. Now, the next thing that you can manifest is manifest also the right things. Buying a house, a single family house. Don't manifest that because you're not making any money. And to be honest, I don't think it's a wise investment to buy a single family unless you pay so much rent that it's worth it. But remember, when it's cost of living, I just did a hedge. I hedged my the front lawn and I sculpted the bush. So I'll probably post that. You can definitely see that on my established Instagram account because I'll post it there. That's where I'll post it, so you can see me hedging it. And I don't know to what music, but if anything, I'm gonna go with something wild as I'm hedging, the backdrop. So I was hedging. So if you own a house, you have to do stuff like that. You have to electrical. You have to fix a boiler. You have to come up with money from nowhere, and you have to be ready for anything and be in fear most of your life. But at least you own a home. But if you own a multifamily, you putting you're getting equity, you're investing, you're doing, but at least you're getting help. But you got to find the right people to live with you. So that's a whole different ballgame, which you can ask me on how to do that, alongside advice on should you have a real estate agent, should you have a lease, if you should have insurance. There's a bunch of stuff that you need, and it takes a team to do it. And before you even mention, even if you try to buy multifamily, before you even get into that, you have to look into where is it you're going, who are the people, do you know anyone that can help you fix? Can you fix stuff yourself? If not, who's going to be able to help you fix stuff? That you need some handyman, and not just a handyman. You need a professional of three things. If you have a boiler, a guy that just fixes boilers. If you need somebody that fixes electricity, you need a guy that fixes electricity. And if you need a plumber, you need a guy that just does plumbing. You need three people that are key. The handyman you could be a handyman, but if you need an old every any day handyman, you can always call somebody to be your any day handyman. But when it all comes to those threes, get a professional. Don't joke around. It takes a lot of money. You lose a lot of money if you just try to be cheap on that. I also want to. I need a car, but that's also a liability. So this was Wapapu, and that will interfere with me getting my house. So I need a car, but I think I'm gonna have to run more. I don't even know why I have to run, but I'll probably have to carry siete funda de groceries encima. From here to Stop and Shop, lo callao, build some muscle. We're getting fat anyway. Might as well work it out because I don't. Now that I realize I can't afford a car, so I'm gonna just walk with 7 bags. The A 20 pound bag of rice is 20 fucking pound of rice. It is heavy, and you carry that, you're gonna work out your back. You might have to take your back out if it's snowing. But I think I have to take those chances. And I have a few more things I want to do. My skateboarding. Hector. One of the things Hector does is hold the mic when I'm recording, but he does a bunch of stuff. And in addition, I have I'm trying. I like gaming. I'm not a great gamer. I have a gaming channel on on Twitch, but I don't. And that's just to see me mess up because I suck on every. I'm a retro gamer, so I could play Pac-Man really good. Ninja Turtles kick ass. The first five editions I kick ass. I'm pretty solid with Street Fighter. I love God of War. I love Lego. Any Lego games, I could solve those puzzles like a champ, which means I'm also pretty good at Tomb Raider. I can play those games. I can't play 2K because my character is always out of the screen, and I don't even know where I'm at. I could play NBA Jam like a beast, but I suck at any of these new games like Call of Duty. You shoot me. You got to. I'll play only Call of Duty if there's a bunch of people who can't play a lick, and we start off scratch and you start messing. Ba, 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 ba. And both of us, you're a Star Trooper, and I'll be the guy that shoots at Rambo every day. So we both are gonna miss every shot, and we'll play for an entire game, hours of gameplay. That's what you will watch if you tune into my channel. Me missing and getting killed a lot, or me missing and just doing random stuff. Even though I'm playing a game right now, which is a laundromat, which it entails me making money by washing clothes. I mean, I'm killing it because I wash clothes every day, and I played about 17 hours already. So I'm the man with that game. I fold the clothes, take the money out of the machines, put it in the bank. That's it. That whole game it is that, and I love it. So if you want to watch that, go to Twitch and go on 8 bits. I'll put it on the link, and hopefully you have fun watching me mess up. I don't know how it works, so I'm working the kinks out. But that's how I'm doing it. Finally, I'd like to tell you that Christmas shopping has started. And if you didn't do your Christmas shopping, hit me up because we have many people that are creative and they create so many different things that you can purchase from me, their things. Uh, they're creating not only that photography, if you need a picture of something, but also clothing, anything that can be created with those with the I forgot what it's called, but that thing that makes things out of wood. Uh, craft something craft. I have it, but I haven't used it because that's why I need the commercial space. Um, and if you need to buy a gift, like if you need an idea, you can't afford it. Anything that's $20 or less, $20 or less gift ideas, hit me up. I'll give it to you because I have plenty of them. Wow, that was good. A great interruption. Brought to you by Modelo. Even though I'm not endorsed by Modelo, Modelo Lime with salt is the way to go. Modelo Lime. Buy it and drink it, and then get drunk. If you're underage, do not drink this. It's not healthy, and it's illegal too. So you're not gonna get anywhere. Okay, so finally, I'm bringing up to my last and final subjects. The last thing is sports because I love talking about sports, and I never have a chance to discuss it with anybody because one, the Knicks are doing great. Second, I can't believe that the Warriors keep winning and Otani kicked ass, but Soto is making great money. Where would you want Soto to go? Because I want him to stay with the Yankees because I'm a Yankee fan. But you know it is. It's what it is. Um, I just realized that politics. Trump is our president. Be ready for that. It's going to be a great experience. If you didn't vote for him, I didn't vote, but I don't hate. I believe that he's going to be a great president just because uh, Democrats didn't do it right. So you know what? This is the only time in my life where I actually am okay with it. I'm okay with the Republican winning, even though he this is second, maybe a second time is a charm. Uh, there's a bunch of stuff that I feel that the country is missing out on. We're not competitive financially, economically. We're going kakadookies, and people working hard, and we're not seeing the money. You're not supposed to work this hard and be broke like the way we are right now. So there's people that live off the government. Understand that, you need the subsidies, but people that work hard and they wake up in the morning when it's dark outside and it's 22 degrees and you walk and you slip on ice, you got to have to get back up and then con el culo todo dolorido go to work and then sit down and you just like grimacing and grunting the whole day because you're in pain. You fart and you're like, this is fucked up. I'm working. I'm not having fun. And then I'm gonna go home and I just have to do this all over again for the rest of my life. So if you're doing and you feel that way, I feel you because we all go through it. And if somebody's gonna help us alleviate that pain, more to you. I don't care what politic you're in because at this moment we don't even care. Politics has become just one big goulash, and I respect it, but it's what it is. So, with that said, I hope that you guys have a great week. Enjoy this podcast. I hope that you tune in again, and I hope that you drink some of the stuff. And the Stanley thing, I'm just gonna say that it's good. Never bought one of these Stanley expensive, but uh, the handle is great. You could put two beers, two Coronas, if you two I don't know 6 ounce. I don't know what the bottle is Corona, but dos dos Coronas con clamato. You have to chill that much for clamato because I like clamato juice, and it works out. It's like a champ. So I hope that you guys get a Stanley and that we have it engraved because I'm super cool. We're super cool at the courthouse. Thanks to the Southern District of New York for doing this for the employees. Most people were very happy and surprised that we received it, and some people also were envious. I apologize for you for not getting it, but probably it's because you're not a court employee, and I apologize for that. Have a great one. Have a great week. I'm going to make sure that I get drunk by the end of the day because I have the best lectures when I'm drunk. It's okay. And I don't have any money. There's a bunch of people saying invest, how to be rich. Don't be rich. Success is just paying your bills on time, and that's it. That's your success right there. You pay all your rent, you pay everything you can on time or close to on time. You're the man. Congratulations. With that said, have a great one. All right, Hector, you make sure that the mic turns off. Last time you left it on, dañó todo. All right, do your job.